M0FXB HamTech, welcome back to the channel. We have an interesting one today. Have you heard of the Raspberry Pi 500? It's basically a Raspberry Pi 5 that's built into a keyboard. Take a look here. And you can buy a kit where it includes the power supply, the mouse and the connector, HDMI out connector. And it's very high specifications. Now the one I've got is actually 8 GB, but there's a Raspberry Pi 5 there. They all look very similar, don't they? The Pi 3, Pi 4, Pi 5. But you know, the specifications for this device. And this is the Pi 5. And take a look as you go down through. I mean, it's a long list to go through. Broadcom BCM 2712 2.4 gigahertz quad-core ARM Cortex 64-bit. And as you go down, I'm not going to read the whole lot, we'll be here all day. That's the Pi 5. Let me show you the Pi 500. Quite inexpensive, really. £90 delivered. If you just go for the keyboard with its Pi 500. And if you're into tech, you know, like I obviously am, Raspberry Pi 500 features the same quad-core 64-bit ARM processor and RP1/IO controller found in Raspberry Pi 5 with one-piece aluminium heatsink built in for improved thermal performance and so on. 4K display, and you get a snapshot of it there. So here's mine all connected. I know it's a bit dark, okay, and I've connected it via VNC viewer, so we're actually viewing it on my Windows PC. I had to go in and enable a couple of things. I want to show you what they are. So I'm going to use the mouse on my actual keyboard here. Although I could, you know, with VNC you can use your PC keyboard. But anyway, go to Preferences, just here, little Raspberry Pi, Preferences, and then Raspberry Pi Config. When this window opens, go across to Interface and just turn on SSH and VNC. Of course, we've already done the initial install when you connect this to a HDMI monitor, and it comes pre-installed with this operating system that you're seeing in the background now. You know, it's so reminiscent of the Spectrum 81, which you can actually still buy brand new. So it's sort of bringing us back to that era. Anyway, once you've enabled this and you've turned on and configured your passwords, you can log into using your Windows PC instead of having to connect the HDMI out, which sometimes is a bit of a pain with these cables everywhere. So this is what I've done, but I still want you to show that I can do this. You know, I can use my keyboard. I can go to Chromium here, just click Chromium. It's quite fast. I think it's quite fast, and I can type on this keyboard let me just show you. We just start to type. So I'm on the keyboard now. So I can't even read the screen very well. And then we'll use this mouse here that comes, you pay extra for it, but we're using that, and then we're going to hit YouTube. And it's 4K output. So we put in here. It's okay speed. I'm not going to say it's super fast, but this is, you know, there you are. Videos I made this morning. So that's on the Pi. So anyway, back to using real VNC. So you download this, and then you get this program, and it allows you, this is what it looks like here, to put in the IP address just here of your device. We've connected it via Wi-Fi. You could plug in Ethernet. It does have an Ethernet connector, and it allows you to log in and view it on your Windows PC, and that's how I'm recording this video. So let's install HamClock. We'll try and install HamClock. I've got the instructions on the left there, and this is a live view you're seeing there just via the internet, running in what they call demo mode. Now you can download it. I tend to use, if I go over here to this link where it says desktop, and then I copy these commands into our Raspberry Pi. So we open up a terminal like so. There's our terminal. Log in. Yeah, so I don't think we need to log in actually because we're already logged in. So you could copy these commands one at a time. I'm going to copy the lot and put them in. Copy. I'm going to go back here and then paste. And then enter, see if it starts to do it. And we get a message there. Yes or no. So I'm going to go Y. You make sure you click on it. That's what I've learned with these keyboard. With this, there you are. You have to click on it. Otherwise, it doesn't see the Y. And then enter. Installing required helper packages. So the next one that I want to try, even if this doesn't work, the next one I want to try is what we call in the hobbies wsjtx, which is connecting a ham radio digitally to a software called FT8 basically. And we can transmit, it makes our radio transmit a digital signal around the world. So it's very cool. Remember, I'm a ham radio operator. So it wants me to say yes again. So I'm just going to go Y and then enter. And it's asking me for the screen resolution. I'm not sure, so I'm just going to hit 2. There you go. And remember, this is free software. Of course, you can donate, and you can see it loading up there. So what I'll probably do is, just the SD card that's in it now. I'll put all my ham radio software on that. And then I'll make another SD card that is just the original Raspberry Pi with no ham radio software. So then I can just give it to my son or my for experimentation, and he can use it with that because he's not a ham radio operator. And then so we, just like in the old days, So it says here, start HamClock automatically each time. We're going to go Y, enter. Now remember, I've been searching videos whether this has been done on the Pi400, which is the predecessor to the Pi500. So basically the Raspberry Pi 4 inside a keyboard. And then now this is the Pi500. So it says here I can type HamClock to run it. HAMCLOCK. So I've done. So that hasn't, done that, but I'm going to close this one down, open a new terminal, I just type HamClock. Now remember, I'm not actually a Linux person, so to go in and find HamClock, it's obviously not running. I'm going to try a reboot. I need it too badly. Go on then.